Hello and happy Monday. Angus here at the Bureau of Meteorology to take you through the forecast for the rest of the week, and there is a real north to south divide in the weather forecast across Australia for the next few days, with northern areas getting the showers, the storms, mostly Queensland, parts of the Northern Territory too, whereas most of the south and much of the rest of the country settled and predominantly sunny. And we can see why when we switch straight to the pressure map for Monday afternoon. The first thing that jumps out to me is this belt of H's, high pressure areas across southern Australia. Now, high pressure areas, you can see the wind is light around these H's, but it also suppresses cloud and shower and rain development. So it means settled weather under these H's, and the latitudes that it's covering, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, southern parts of WA, in line for a fine and settled week. However, further south and further north, that's where the action is happening on our map. So across the south, some really windy conditions pushing over Tasmania. Particularly on Monday, there is a damaging wind warning in place for elevated parts of Tasmania for Monday, although it is forecast those winds will drop down a little bit before the end of the day. And then at the other end of the map, it's where all the tropical moisture is across northern Australia, with daily showers and thunderstorms across much of Queensland and much of the Northern Territory, at times pushing into northeastern parts of WA as well. Now, of course, when we see storm activity like this, it's never exactly the same day on day. The shower areas, the storm areas, they will shift around the north, but certainly the threat of the rain, and in particular the threat of the heavy rain, is across Queensland and the Northern Territory, while it's much more subdued elsewhere. We can jump ahead and see how much rain is forecast for the week, and this map perhaps not too surprising. Very, very dry across the south through the course of this week, and in the northwest as well. We see a little bit of rain for coastal New South Wales, 10 to 20 millimetres in places, but the much more significant accumulations are further north. Anytime we're into the red colours, we're looking at about 50 millimetres or more, and the dark black colours, well, we could be seeing 150 millimetres. We'll zoom in a little bit on Queensland, because it's coastal spots of Queensland which are likely to see the most significant rain through the course of this week. A couple of 100 millimetres forecast near the coastline. We're looking at the North Tropical Coast, we're looking at the Herbert and Lower Burdekin, as well as the Central Coast and Whitsundays. So we could see heavy rain and possible flooding in that area over the next several days. I'm going to take you back now to the satellite image. I'm bringing you back to Monday morning so we can see the cloud coverage, because it's playing a significant part in temperatures across the country at the moment. We've got this broad band of cloud, and through the weekend it was really thick cloud. There was no sunlight getting through. There's also a cool undercutting southerly flow, and that delivered us some very chilly temperatures through central and eastern parts of Australia this weekend. Some record low temperatures for this time of year, in fact. And as we look at Monday's maximum temperatures, look at these green areas around both Queensland and the Northern Territory. More cool weather around Alice Springs, just 19 degrees. That's a long way below average there. Even Brisbane, 22. That is well below average for this time of year, and we could be seeing some 19s and 20s in southern parts of Queensland as well. Elsewhere, temperatures around average for Monday and into Tuesday, and we will see those areas through the middle which have been cool start to slowly warm up over the next couple of days. As we play through into Wednesday and even Thursday, temperatures don't budge too much. Lots of the country in the 20s, some places in the low 30s, but it is the first time in a while that we haven't seen any 40s on the map as we play through the full week, telling us that well and truly we have got summer in the rearview mirror. We are heading towards autumn. If you'd like more info about your own forecast, you can get it at the Bureau website and app. Thanks for watching.